Good morning, trucker girl Kiana. Well, East Coast, you're now into afternoon, but 11 o'clock here. We just got off of exit 14 off of I-29. We are now on 435 around Kansas City. We're on the north side. We're going to take this around the east side of Kansas City. We're going to get down onto I-49. Excuse me. And then we're going to get off. I don't know what exit it is, but we're going to get off onto Missouri 7, I believe it is. Let me tap the old map here. Yeah, Missouri 7. Exit 157. So instead of going due south on I-49, we're going to go east, southeast, heading over towards, angle towards Memphis. We stopped in St. Joseph, got a bite to eat, a quick load check. We are heading towards Collins, Missouri. The Garden Inn truck stop is what we're aiming towards for our next stop. 137 miles away, just about 2 hours. 2 hours and 15 minutes roughly. So we're looking to get there about 1:15. Get over here on the slow lane, let all the highfalutin traffic get around us. Excuse me. So we're carrying this irrigation system. If you pass the fields where they have the big booms, the pipes and all the suspension for those pipes on the wheels, and the machine, and that pipe spins in a circle in the field, I'm carrying one of those. Well, I'm carrying several lengths of those. So I got, I don't know, maybe a dozen wheels and all the accoutrement for that, support arms and spreaders and cable and the pipe and all kinds of stuff that go, and the pivot that goes with it and all that jazz. So we got a set of that. We're taking that to Bainbridge, Georgia, very southwest corner. Down near Alabama, Florida, and Georgia, where they all meet. Excuse me. So we've already done about 190 miles, 185 miles for the day. So we got 130, 270, and how much? I forget what the last. 270 plus. So we got about 410 miles today. to drive to get to Jonesboro. There's a Love's there. We're trying to get to there for the day. So, just your average run, basically a 1,100 or 1,250 mile drive from Lindsay, Nebraska. I picked this up at all the way to Bainbridge, Georgia. That was on top of about 315 miles of deadhead from Wichita, Kansas. So I'm about 1,700, almost 1,800 mile total trip from with like I said 315 miles of deadhead, roughly. 1,250. So, well, closer to 1,600. I think I said 1,800, but about 1,600 miles total. But we are in, excuse me, we're in Missouri. We're on 435 around Kansas City. And we're going to get down here to exit, well, it's 71, I think it is. It's what appears to be on the map here. US 71, I 49, and then we'll take that all the way down to exit 157 to go to Missouri 7. We'll take that to exit or to Missouri 52, Missouri 13, Missouri 54. Mr. Warmkey, how you doing? Sorry, the I have to figure out the app here for doing live stream because the live stream keeps disappearing, so I don't see it. I think I have to play with the settings. So if I don't call you out, I apologize. If I don't read your comment, I do apologize. But of course, driving takes precedent. But today is what, Tuesday? Today's Tuesday, something like that. I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. It all runs together. So today we're going to do about half the distance, roughly, to get down to Jonesboro, Arkansas, a little bit northwest of Memphis. And then tomorrow we're going to stop somewhere, I think probably in Alabama. I mean, the further away from Montgomery I can be, down towards the border with with Georgia, the better. But I'll figure that out tomorrow. I'm not going to try to plan so far ahead. but we have an 8:30 a.m. delivery appointment along with two other trucks that loaded at the same time I did. So 3 trucks, all going to the same place, all taking the same thing. I actually got further along the way last night than they did. At least one of them. The guy who was ahead of me getting loaded, he stopped like 12 miles away from the shipper. He pulled into the very first truck stop. I mean, it was already dark by that time, so he pulled in at the very first truck stop he could get to. Which that's fine. I don't know what his hours were. I went 109 miles from Lindsay to Gretna and spent the night there. So I was basically 2 hours up the road further along than the first guy. The third guy, the guy who was behind me, he was still strapping his load down when I pulled out. Like I said, I do not know what their hours are. So I don't know where he got to last night. I'm kind of the belief or the guess that he stopped right there where the first guy stopped, and they may have started at the same time I started this morning. Who knows? They may have run down to York, straight south, or almost straight south, but they may have run down to York to get on I-80. Who knows? But hopefully I get there Thursday morning first. I get unloaded first so I can get the heck out of there first. And then from there, from Bainbridge, I got about 260 miles north, up past Atlanta to Emerson, Georgia, where I will park it for the night. My sister will bring up my packages from Amazon and other things I've ordered, and also bring my mail and whatnot. Now, whether or not I get a load for Friday, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of what is planned. Which I have no problem with. I just rather go. I don't need the home time. So just Thursday, get to where I need to go. If I get a load Friday, outstanding. If I have to wait until Monday, whatever. I wouldn't argue with that either, because like I said, miles don't really matter to me. I'm a salaried employee. If I run, I get paid the same if I don't. So it don't really matter either way. Excuse me. All ready. So like I said, we're on the outskirts of Kansas City, which is off to our right, off to the west here a bit. So if we stayed on this road, or actually went over there onto I-35, that would have taken us back down to Wichita, which we came from yesterday. But we're not going over to the west to Wichita, going that far south. We're going to be angling, more eastward once we make our turn up here onto I-49, and then we'll get off of that onto Missouri 7. Get over here right to the slow lane again. Be alert. Work zone ahead. We'll see left 2 lanes closed ahead. All righty. So we're in the lane we need to be in to begin with. So there you go. This guy's going a little bit too slow for my liking. So we're going to go and pass this guy. Got enough space. Now we can get over safely. There we go. Hey, worlds of fun, oceans of fun. Nobody having any fun in there now. You're not allowed to have fun anymore. Not allowed to be out in the sunshine and around people because the virus will get you. Yeah. Having no need for a mask, sunshine, and vitamin D supplements do more to take care of your health than wearing a mask. All right, we got to slow down up here because people can't seem to merge. Maintaining 55 miles an hour seems to be a problem, but unfortunately, I cannot do anything but expect that. Bring her down to 13th gear. Bring her down to 12th. Under 20 miles an hour. So off in the distance, off to the right here, you can see the skyscrapers, the tall buildings of Kansas City. We're back up to a whopping 30 miles an hour. Oh, amazing. If we were oversized, we probably would not be going through right here. They'd probably have us detouring on some back road or maybe onto I-35, but we are not oversized, so we can zoom on through. City limits, Kansas City, entering Jackson County. Yeah, look at that. Back up to 50. Amazing. And the road work is ending. And we can get back up to 65 miles an hour. All right. Two ATVs. How you doing? Like I said, we are on the outskirts of Kansas City. We're on the 435. I've never stopped at this Flying J here. I think this is only the second time in my truck driving career I've actually been on this stretch of road. Now, if you learned how to drive, you wouldn't have those kind of problems. Now, use of a turn signal helps. Merging properly helps. But no, we don't want to do that. I have a regular Class C driver's license. I'll do whatever I please. The hell with that big truck. I don't care if he weighs, 65,000 pounds. I can push him over with my little Ford Ranger, my little Ford F-150. I got a real truck. Idiot. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Harry S. Truman. Yeah, if you learn how to drive, you wouldn't drive a beat up wreck. Oh, well. Par for the course. Par for the course.
2 miles. Keep left onto I-435 south toward I-435.
Independence, Missouri. Off to the right, off to the left. Kansas City off to the right. And that is east and west, respectively. We are heading southbound. And I think we got about 10 miles to our exit onto I-49, US 71, I believe it is, or Missouri 71. So we're going to pass over or under, over, near, in proximity to I-70. I-470, I-49, 9 minutes, according to that sign. So traffic seems to be flowing A-OK. All right, how about I stay on this road? That would be good. So that was I-70 we just passed over. Look to my right, I can see downtown, the tall buildings of downtown Kansas City.
2 miles. Keep right onto I-435 south toward Grandview.
Grandview. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being courteous. Everybody wins when you're a little bit courteous on the old highway. It's a winner, 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 chicken dinner, as they like to say. Eastwood Trailway. Never been there and probably never will be. Yeah, ready.
In half a mile, keep right onto I-435 south toward Grandview.
Towards Grandview. Yep, it is this exciting. All right, so those of you who joined me on Facebook for the live stream of dinner on Sunday will remember we made a roast chicken. I don't know if he's coming after me, but it's 65 miles an hour here, and I was doing 65. He shouldn't be coming after me. I probably think it's this red Traverse here more than anything else. Because I was doing 65. But he jumped in his truck, in his car, so he's going to be coming down the road here in a little bit, I think. My GPS says 65. The speed limit signs on the road say 65. I was doing 65, so it shouldn't be me he's coming after. And there's no special speed limit for trucks. 65, minimum of 40. And if I was doing 1 mile over and he's going to nail me on that, that's pretty petty. Considering people were, advancing on me. So, we will see. We will see. But he flipped around, got in the car real quick. So, like I said, I think it's this red Traverse up here that passed me. Yeah, phone was saying temperature. Phone was saying temperature was too hot, so I had to move it down to cool it down. So I had to switch my. I had to do some switching there. So if you hear any noise, that's the AC blowing up there, so cool it down a little bit. 49, 470, US 71, US 50, Joplin, Lee Summit, Grandview. Well, I guess that police officer wasn't coming after me, unless there was somebody else really, really close and he caught him real fast. Because he didn't come after me. Woohoo! Like I said, I wasn't going faster than the speed limit, so there's no reason for him to come after me unless he wanted to do a roadside inspection. Which he still hasn't caught up to me, so I don't think that's going to happen. All right, 470 and 50 splitting off here. We're staying on 71 and 49. 26 miles down to our exit of 157. Which will be Missouri 7 southbound. Pardon me. Speed limit is still 65. Off to our left here, off to the east, is the town of Lee Summit. We still have 101 miles to go to Collins, Missouri, where we're going to stop and do a load check and a 30-minute break. And I believe it's the Garden Inn Travel Plaza or truck stop or whatever they want to call it. So it is a blazing 48 degrees outside. And much like it was at 31 degrees in Gretna, Nebraska this morning, I've got my tropical shorts on. So we are comfy. All right, so we've been on the road for roughly 3.5 hours this morning. We got 4 hours and... Why would you do that? This right there is a classic example of how stupid some people are. Just right in front of a truck. Don't even care. Oh, man. It's not hard. Please, when you're on the road, give another vehicle, whether it's a moped, whether it's a truck, whether it's a train, whether it's an ocean liner, give it a little bit of room. It might save you from dying in a horrible accident. At no point did that guy look in his mirror or look out the window. Just bam, cut right in front with less than 10 feet of space in front of him. If his brakes had locked up and he had lost, 10 miles an hour of speed, I would have ran right over him. Ah. Hey, Hawaii. Ava, how you doing? I believe that's what it looks like. It's too dim for me to see properly. Like I said, I got to figure out the YouTube app on the phone for doing live stream to keep those up, keep it a little bit brighter. But like I said, we are getting ourselves past Kansas City. We're pretty much on the southwest side. Roughly, I don't know, about 3 miles off to our right is Kansas. The border is not too far away, just about 3 miles to our right, to our west. We are now on I-49, US 71. In about 20 minutes, we're going to be getting off of this road onto Missouri 7. We're going to be doing some back roading to head southeast, well, more southeast, more eastward than south. Or we're going to be curving around a little bit, but we're going to be angling over towards Memphis. Now, we're not going to get to Memphis. We're not going to get to West Memphis today. We are aiming at Jonesboro, Arkansas, to the Loves there, where we're going to stop for the night. That's approximately 6.5 hours from now, roughly. We got 95 miles to Collins, which is an hour and a half away. We got about 270 miles for the remainder of the day. Roughly 270 miles for the next 2 legs. After we stop in College, do a 30-minute break and a load check. And then, of course, tomorrow we'll get down close to Bainbridge, Georgia as we can get. Thursday morning, make our delivery at 8:30 a.m. The rest of the day, get up towards Emerson, Georgia. Why can you not leave some damn space? Why? Why do you insist on being stupid? Why is it so hard to leave one truck length of space? Oh, because you want to get off at the very last minute at the exit. Ah, okay. You only live here. You know where it's at. Why don't you simply wait the extra 2 seconds behind me and get off safely without pissing off a truck driver? Drives people insane, you guys in the 4-wheelers. Ah. Oh, Lord. Oh, well, I complain all I want, but it ain't going to change nobody. All right, whatever. Like I said, we're going to get down I-49 here, another 16 miles, get off on some more county roads. We're going to be doing it a little bit slower than we want, so if we make it all the way to Jonesboro, it's going to be fairly late in the day. It'll probably be dark by the time we get to Jonesboro, probably, more than likely. All right, we are coming up on the little town of Peculiar, Missouri. Been through here twice in the past 3 months or 2 months. My friend Christina, when she was on the truck with me, she was giggling because the town is named Peculiar. She did find it, quote unquote, peculiar. I've been on this section of road 8 or 9 times in the past 3.5, almost 4 years of driving. It's not a common place for me to be, but it is the way the road is. And we've stopped in Peculiar, we've stopped in Harrisonville. We've stopped at these places before, so. Oh, pardon me. So, little glance to the left, little glance to the right, watching my load. Make sure everything is still where it belongs. Hey, Ava, not a problem. You have a good day. Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate it. I hope to see you Saturday and Sunday for some live in-truck cooking. We have some new pans coming. Chicken burritos I was going to do last night, but we're going to do that tonight for dinner. I needed a few more peppers than what I have to do fajitas properly in my eyes. I only have one green bell pepper. I want a yellow, I want a red, I want a purple, I want an orange. I want all the colors in my fajitas. But yep, so typically 6 p.m. Eastern time, Saturday and Sunday, I do live stream cooking. If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see some of the other stuff on there for Sunday dinner, audience choice dinner. We may be able to do an audience choice dinner again this next Sunday. We'll see how things are going. Unfortunately, my internet had been down for a while, so I had a hard time getting that done. It took me a good long while to think, hey, wait a minute, I can live stream from the phone. which most everybody else does, which I rarely do, but if I have to, I will, I should have my internet back up for this weekend, so that shouldn't be an issue, but if I have to, I'll use the phone again. I don't like the phone as much. It doesn't give as I have to play with the settings for the phone to do what I want it to do. But like I said, we will make do. We will make do. But tonight I'm making chicken burritos. I have all the ingredients for that, so we're gonna do that. Wednesday night, I think I'm gonna do chicken soup. Wednesday night, because the chicken I roasted Sunday, I'm gonna take the meat off. Yes, there's purple bell pepper out there. Not exactly what you would use in a fajita, but they're out there. It gives that visual interest. Like I said, Wednesday night I'll probably do chicken stew. The meat and the carcass from that 5-pound chicken I made on Sunday, we'll be using that to make a good soup. Pardon me. Thursday, what would I do Thursday? I might make bacon cheeseburgers on Thursday or meatloaf. Either meatloaf or bacon or bacon cheeseburgers. Friday, I'll probably do a ramen because I had a ramen over the past 4 days, 5 days. Do a ramen. Saturday, I still have no idea what I'm going to do. I really want some lasagna, but now that I got this oven, I can make lasagna. Sunday, that's still too far away for me really to think about what I'm going to do. But either way, we will be posting it on Unapologetic Semi Kitchen on the Facebook group and the other cooking group I belong to. Yeah, whenever I can get on and say hi to Josie, I try to do so. I mean, she's a nice lady. What little conversation I have had with Josie, it's been a pleasure. But, the demands of the job and my time is always fluctuating. My schedule always fluctuates. So it's not that easy to watch other people's channels and do my channel and do my job and take care of the personal stuff and blah, 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 blah. We can only do so much. 5 miles to our exit. $81 miles to our stop. About an hour and 20 minutes of drive time to get there. It is basically 5 minutes till noon. Oh, that was pretty nice, sir. All right, this guy's lost a little more speed on the hill, so I can go around him. Signal. Let it blink. Make sure we got a truck length. Move over gently. Fully in the lane, then turn off the turn signal. That's the way I pass. That's the way everybody should pass, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's the way you should pass every vehicle. Signal, let it blink. Make sure you have enough space between that car, that vehicle you're passing. Move over gently. Once you're in the lane fully, then turn off your turn signal, not before. Not one blink, jerk your wheel to the right, don't care about what's there, then go. All right, we got a way station up here apparently. So, Missouri way station, I-49 southbound. At 150, we'll put 158, why not? London.
Miles. Take exit 157 on the right, onto East 275th Street
Towards
towards Clinton.
Clinton, Missouri. Go ahead and kick off our cruise control here. Just to be a little bit more prepared going into an area where we may have to be slowing down. So just keep our foot on the gas pedal, and we'll be a lot better controlled than trying to do too many things at one time to get in here and slow down. Because we don't know whether it's open or whether it's closed. If it's open, they might give me a bypass with a signboard. If there's no signboard telling me to bypass, then I'm going to be going in. But we will see here in a moment. And the way station is closed. Alrighty. That is not too bad. The northbound side is open.
Take exit 157 on the right, onto East 275th Street towards Clinton.
We are good to go, and this is our exit right here. So, engine brake is on stage 3. Bring her down into 17th gear.
Take the first exit on the right, onto East 275th Street.
Bring down to 16th. Down to the 15th.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
There's a Sapp Brothers right here, which I've not been into that Sapp Brothers yet. All right, down into 14th gear.
Turn in the first left onto East
Down to 13th.
275th Street.
Still bringing our speed down so we can make this sharp left-hand turn. down in the 12th gear. And 76 miles. And our stop will be on the left-hand side. And we will be fluctuating our speed a little bit more, I think, along this track. I've never been on this road, so that is my assumption. For the moment, we can do 70 miles an hour, which is nice, but we do have to watch for turning vehicles. We have to worry about mailmen, because you see the mailboxes here along the side of the road. Good morning, Brad, or good afternoon, as it were. So we're angling east, southeast. Like I said, we are aiming right now towards Memphis, Tennessee, which we will not enter into today. We'll do that first thing in the morning tomorrow. Pardon me. And it looks like we have some road work ahead. So like I said, this is the very first time in my almost 4 years of driving that I've actually been on this road. So it is something new for me. So you get to see it with fresh eyes as I do. Left lane is closed ahead. So we're probably going to have a reduction in speed. And we're probably going to have people being stupid. So like this pickup, you saw the sign there, meathead. You should have got over at the first sign, not try to pass me. Okay, well, the turning lane, which technically was the furthest left-hand lane, that was closed, but that is a misleading sign because that, to me, when it says left lane, right lane closed, that means the lane of travel, not a turning lane. Of course, expect rants. You see, for me, I whine and cry about it for about a minute, 2 minutes, unless it's really reckless and dangerous, and then I let it go. I don't hold on to it. I don't brood about it. I don't hold a grudge. I don't stew. In no way do I keep it. I get it out and get rid of it immediately. That's how I am. That to me is healthy way to deal with things. You pitch a fit, it's over and done with. Poof. It doesn't sit on my heart or in my head. It's gone. All right. Oh, okie dokie. So, Missouri, the middle of Missouri. So, we're going to be passing a lot of farmland here. And I'm going to venture a guess that most of what I'm going to see for the next several hours for the rest of the day is going to be much like this. You know, 2-lane highway, single lane highway, this kind of urban blight that we have in this area. It's probably going to be the extent of it. Fat Boys Bar and Grill right there. And there's a little orchard store right there. You know, silos and grain bins and elevators and farmers' fields and ranches and stockyards and things of that nature. Okay, I think we've come to a decision. Now, I'd said this a couple of months ago, even in the last Sunday dinner audience choice that I did. Please put in the comments, which I will be looking at later. Please put in the comments what you would like to see for a dinner on Sunday. This will be an audience choice. It won't be a vote like it normally was. I want everybody to give me what they want to see cooked in the truck. And I will choose the winner from that. So we have, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got 6 days. So please give me your vote, what you want to see for dinner cooked in the truck. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's eliminated. Huawei, no. That's one of those things I will not cook because I hate it. And I think you know that already. Brussels sprouts, liver, brains, and watermelon. Those 4 things are completely off the menu. I will not do any of those 4 things. I like exploring food, but there's some things I will not do. Brussels sprouts is right up there at the top of the list of things I will not eat. I've never found a Brussels sprout that I didn't hate. Little mini rotten cabbages. That's all a Brussels sprout is to me. They're foul tasting. They stink. I don't care how much of a gourmet chef you may be. To me, they are disgusting. I will not say I'd rather starve to death than eat a Brussels sprout, but I got to be pretty desperate to eat a Brussels sprout. It's got to be a choice of death or life, and I probably still have to consider it. All right, it's ugh. Watermelon, even worse. Yeah, it is. Whenever I've grown a garden, Brussels sprouts were nowhere near it. That's one of the vegetables. If I ever did grow Brussels sprouts, it would be just to sell them to somebody else. Like I said, but give me a meal that you would like to see me make on the truck. Because I have this convection oven on the truck now and it works pretty good, I have a greater expanse, a greater repertoire I can employ to making some stuff. So things that are baked and roasted, I can do a lot better. Now, a lot of things I could have adapted to do in a pan, but Pardon me. Oh, well. All right, so we got about an hour to Collins, Missouri. And Collins, Missouri is north and a tiny bit west of Springfield, Missouri, about an hour. I don't think I'm going through Springfield. Let me, nope, I'm going to do that. Oh, yes, we'll go to Springfield and we'll go due east out of Springfield. Not on the interstate, but we'll head basically due east out of Springfield to our third stop for the day. Then our fourth and final stop for the day should be Jonesboro, Arkansas. Oh, well, whatever. It's all fun and games. Truman Fiberglass. Well, they need to put some fiberglass on that sign to make it strong enough to stand up to the weather. Well, nothing much more exciting is going to happen today. Hopefully, we only want so much level excitement. Beyond that, that's when it starts getting a bit. So I'm going to let everybody go here. Thank you very much for joining me. I might be doing a daily live stream from now on. We will see. The iPhone seems to be working pretty good for doing that. So first of the day is always going to be Facebook. Second part of the day will always be YouTube. And I may also do Instagram or some other site that I can live stream to. We'll see. But thank you very much for joining me. God bless everybody. Have a good, safe day. And I hope I will see you later on.